In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NFL matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full Winning Sport Picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with Detroit taking on Chicago, and this is a game where the spread tells you the market expects balance, not separation. Detroit laying 3 shows respect, but Chicago catching 3 keeps this firmly in one-score territory, which is where late game execution and clock management decide everything. In these types of matchups, the underdog benefits from shortened possessions and conservative play late. The total sitting at 51 is elevated for a game projected to stay tight, and those kinds of numbers struggle when drives stall in the red zone. That's why here we're taking Chicago +3, and we're going under 51. Next up is the Jets against Buffalo, and this is a classic divisional inflation spot. Buffalo laying 7.5 assumes control, but the Jets catching 8 gives you room in a rivalry game that rarely plays clean. Divisional familiarity tends to limit explosive margins, especially late when the favorite protects the lead instead of pushing it. The total at 37 suggests a slow, physical game where points are at a premium. In this matchup, we're taking the Jets +8, and we're going under 37. Washington faces Philadelphia next, and this is a spot where the market is clearly split between efficiency and margin. Philadelphia laying 4.5 shows trust, but Washington catching points keeps them live throughout. When spreads sit under a touchdown in divisional games, the underdog usually has multiple paths to cover. The total around 39 points to a controlled pace with fewer explosive plays, which again favors points over margin. We're taking Washington +4.5, and we're going over 39. Arizona takes on the Rams next, and this is one of those big number games where game script matters more than talent. The Rams laying 13 means they need dominance for 4 full quarters, while Arizona catching 13.5 benefits from any slowdown, rotation changes, or late scoring. These games often compress late once the favorite shifts into clock control mode. The total in the high 40s suggests enough scoring to keep the back door wide open. In this one, we're taking Arizona +13.5, and we're going under 47. The Chargers head to Denver next, and this is a game where the number shows clear trust in the home side. Denver laying 13.5 signals expected control, but the Chargers catching 14 gives you a big cushion in a divisional matchup where margins don't always reflect performance. The total at 37 points to a slower game where possessions are limited and covering big spreads becomes difficult. That's why we're taking the Chargers +14, and we're going under 37. We move on to Baltimore versus Pittsburgh, and this is a rivalry that almost always tightens late. Baltimore laying 3.5 shows respect, but Pittsburgh catching 4 gives you value in a game that projects to stay physical and possession-based. These matchups rarely turn into blowouts, regardless of records or form. The total at 40 suggests a grind where every point matters. We're taking Pittsburgh +4, and we're going under 40. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Now let's recap everything clean so you can lock it in. Chicago +3 and under 51. Jets +8 and under 37. Washington +4.5 and over 39. Arizona +13.5 and under 47. Chargers +14 and under 37. Pittsburgh +4 and under 40. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!